Actually got it for Christmas. That's supposed to be on longer than 8 hours, and it's been on for pretty much half the day, so a little overdue there. Anyway, so our immediate goal is to go help this guy. I've forgotten, ironically, what his name is. Holy crap, they haven't even gotten all the way down yet.
Jazargo finds nothing but dust in these ruins.
Can you imagine what it was like living here so long ago? The first men in Tamriel. Here.
I'm not seeing signs of any warding magics at all. Either they're not here, or they were removed long ago.
I wonder if everyone else would be so happy to rifle through the bones of their ancestors.
Stop whining. At least you don't have to go through and deal with all the
Please be
crap
careful
I'm gonna
here.
have to.
The site isn't entirely secure.
Yeah, blah blah.
Don't touch anything! What? Ah, yes, you. I remember you. You're going to help? That's fine, just don't make a mess of my work. I've only looked through a portion of the section. You can look around in the chambers just north of here. Try and be careful, all right? We don't want to damage anything. Just round up the rest of the magical artifacts so that I can catalog them.
And when he says he's already only gone through part of it, he means almost none of it. Of course, to be honest, this is what they're talking about. These small little teeny tiny rings here, you see? There are 3 of these. And they're hard as hell to see unless you know exactly where they're at. That's where 2 of them are. The other one is over here. And the third, last object is this amulet here. Well, there's supposed to be an amulet. I just didn't show up on there.
What in the world was that racket? Is everything all right? How in the world did that happen?
He says with much shock and concern, as if he almost expected it to happen.
Really? Perhaps the amulet is important somehow. Is there some way you can use it?
What you do is you put on the amulet, and then you cast some magic. So Starthal amulet.
Do you see that? Some kind of resonance. You and the wall. It must be connected to the amulet. I wonder, what effect might your spells have?
Well, fine. Let's do Ice Pick.
Try casting a spell at the wall. See what happens. Please be careful here. Well, would you look at that? This appears to lead somewhere. Let's see where it goes.
Again, he says with uber confidence and...
I'll be amazed if we find anything useful here. I see. It probably doesn't even matter now, what with the mess that's been made in here. I'll add this to the rest of the items. I don't think there's anything further I need from you. It's going to take forever to sit through all this.
Well, boo frickety hoo hoo. As if he had more important things to do. Sit around in the college all day. This is the one reason why I want to do it now, is because you can't really get back here without going through this quest, so kind of a requirement.
Hold, mage, and listen well. Know that you have set in motion a chain of events that cannot be stopped. Judgment has not been passed, as you had no way of knowing. Judgment will be passed on your actions to come, and how you deal with the dangers ahead of you. This warning is passed to you because the Psijic Order believes in you. You, mage, and you alone, have the potential to prevent disaster. Take great care, and know that the Order is watching.
I swear I felt something rather strange just then. What just happened? I'm afraid I didn't see anything. Can you tell me more about what you saw? The Psijic Order? Are you quite sure about that? That's very odd. And danger ahead? Why, that doesn't make any sense at all. The Psijics have no connection to these ruins, and no one's seen any of their order in a long time. Perhaps we should take a look inside these coffins. Now, please do be careful. Who knows what we're going to find? They were a group of mages with a history that predates the Empire. Very powerful, very secretive. No one's seen them in well over 100 years. They vanished, along with their sanctuary on the Isle of Artaeum. I have no idea what connection they'd have to this place. I have no idea, but it's fascinating. Assuming it's true, of course. The Isle of Artaeum disappeared over 100 years ago, and no one has seen them since. And yet now, suddenly, they've chosen to contact you. Why, it's intriguing. If nothing else, I'd take it as a compliment. The Psijics have only ever dealt with those they feel worthy. I can certainly share a bit of what I know. Take care now.
And get ready to fight. Because we got some enemies coming up here. Where's my... No, I don't want that. What the hell? I want this and the Dawnbreaker. There we go.
Never should have come here.
Blammo.
This is simply fascinating. This is simply fascinating. Until next time.
It's best to wait for him to get down here. Oh, shut up, tall deer. These friggin' bones are causing physics issues. Now you have to fight tons of enemies here. Able to escape through the door. Okay, I gotta say, WTF.
I've never seen anything like this in Nordic ruins before.
You need to get out more then, dude.
I just look at all these coffins. This bears closer inspection. I'd like to stay a while and examine this. You, however, should press on. See if you can find whatever this vision of yours mentioned. But if it is truly dangerous, be careful. Go on ahead. I'll be sure and catch up with you before long.
So this is where you have to fight the
I've
Death
never
Lord
seen
at.
anything like this in Nordic ruins before.
You gotta be careful because Death Lords, what's really annoying about them, besides the fact that they can, you know, totally own you, is that they have disarm, a shout. They're able to disarm you, so whatever weapons you have equipped, which you can use to, you know, deal with really strong enemies, are going to be pretty much ripped out of your hands the first second you find them. So you'll have to grope around for them while the thing's smashing or slashing or shooting your ass off with some other super ass strong weapon. And yeah, that's pretty much how it goes against Death Lords. If you're not getting shouted around by them. So they also know Fusroda. Roda.
Roda!
Damn, there's a death lord. Gotta watch out for it. I'll let you take care of it for a little while. Crap, she's gonna about to get her ass whipped. Now I gotta deal with it. You gotta watch, because even if you're defending, they can still do tons of damage to you. I can barely survive against them one-on-one. Barely, depending on what weapons they're using. If they're using a two-handed weapon, forget it. They'll totally shred my ass into pieces. If they're using one-handed weapons, I can use blocking to help somewhat, but I still have to heal at least once throughout the battle. Free Loon. So you notice that Lydia got her weapon ripped right out of her hands? That's actually one of her weapons too. Here, Lydia, I think you dropped this.
I am sworn to carry your burdens. Lead on. I'm right behind you.
Does she have any arrows?
I am sworn to carry your burden.
Yeah, she does, okay.
Lead.
Well, I need to get some different arrows out here than what I have. Heavy Orcish 13, Falmer, Dwarven Bolts, Orcish 12. Might as well do with the Orcish ones. Got enough of them. So there are two chests here that you can get through. One of them is locked, one of them isn't. The locked one is over here. You need to do a bit of jumping around here. It's an adept though. Lock is right about here somewhere. Actually, no, it's not, because it's a different one. It's supposed to be around here somewhere. There we go. There's not much in it, though. Well, there's more in it than the last time, than this time. More in it last time than this time. There was some, there was a gold, then there was a, soulstone and some lockpicks inside of it the last time I opened it. It'd be two times through ago. Oh, we got some major ownage going on here. Dark Hammer. Looks pretty cool. I think I'll take it. So there are two of these types of puzzles here, these ones. This one's a lot easier. You just match up the stones with the I don't know what you call them, the plaques on the back, I guess. Snake. The other one's a bit more tricky, but actually very easy to deal with once you know what's involved. Very, very easy. Super easy, in fact. First, you have to deal with another Death Lord. Surprise, surprise, you know? First, what I like to do is I like to do this Conjure Frost Antronock to slow him down. First, you gotta figure out which side is coming down. That'll keep him busy for the moment. Free.
I've got your back. I am at your command.
These things are so goddamn annoying.
You lead, I'll follow.
They're disarmed. Ebony Nadochi. It's one of the custom weapons that we just added in a little while ago. So, Eastern Dwemer Hammer. It's another one. So what you want to do now is either send Liddy into these things or just use your own attacks here. There are two of these. Lightning runes there. So this one's a little bit more. Just ignore these. They list them twice if they're just trying to confuse us. So what happens is that these, most of these will move when you turn one of the other ones. So this is how it goes. You turn this one, only this one moves. When you turn this one and that one move. This one is all three of these, and this last one is all four. So what you need to do is you need to line these up so that when you turn them, they turn all at once to the correct places that you need. So if you look at this one needs to be porpoise, this one has to be hawk. So this one needs 1, that one needs 2. So what you need to do now is switch this so that we turn this so that this needs 1. So that we can turn this. So that it only requires 1 turn. Actually, let's switch it to 2. And since these two are linked up now, all you have to do is just switch this to here. So all you need to do now is this. Flip that one once. That'll line all these up. And then flip this one once. And that puts everything where they need to go. Simple as that. So now Tolfdir show up. And walk over here real quick. Pick up some of this stuff. Also make a trip back here to pick up the stuff back here. The book that's sitting there is randomized. It's not always the same one. Don't need the iron boots, let's leave those. Oh crap, I just dropped something else up here. Minute Shroud of Arming. I need to equip that. And our goal is through here. So this guy, you have to wait for Tolfdir to weaken him. You won't be able to attack him. Right from the start. Well, you won't be able to damage him.
Well now, would you look at that? I never imagined... Why is this buried so far within Sarthor? What could this place be? Take care. Nothing seems to work. Keep it busy. I'll try to drain some of the power.
This guy's being a wimp. It wasn't nearly so easy on my other playthroughs here.
This is utterly unique. I have no idea. This is amazing. Absolutely amazing. The Archmage needs to be informed immediately. He needs to see this for himself. I don't dare leave this unattended. Can you return to the college and inform Savos Aran of this discovery? Please, hurry.
So what you need to make sure to do now is that, besides picking up the amulet fragment here, is before you talk to Savos, whatever his name is, you want to, make sure that you save. Actually, we'll talk to him real quick here.
What could this place be? Let him know that we've unearthed something, well, I'm not sure. Something unique, let's say. It's clearly magical in nature, but like nothing I've ever seen before. He should be most interested. Oh, I think I'll be fine. We seem to have eliminated the most pressing threat. It certainly seems that whoever placed this here intended for it to be well guarded. I wonder why. Take care now.
But before you talk to Savos and complete the quest, make sure you save so that if you do have a problem, that you don't have to, redo it 50 times like I've had to. There's also a word in there too. It's going to be ease for Ice One. Scaled helmet. So make sure you save it before you talk to him, so that if you have a problem, like I say, you don't have to repeat the whole thing like I have several times, many times. You can just load it up right before you talk to him, and then if there is a problem, disable whatever mods you think that could be causing the problem. Right now, I'm pretty sure it's either the unofficial Skyrim patch or the Dawnguard patch. One of those two has to be the cause. I don't think it was any of the house mods that I installed. So I just fast travel. You should be aware that there will probably be a dragon when you come back out of the college. If you spend, I think, 5 to 10 minutes in here, there should be one that comes down out of the sky. It's not a scripted dragon, but it is. It almost always happens. It's happened 75% of the time so far. It's just dropped right out of the sky and down towards, down into here. He should be up in his office. That's where he's been at the past couple times anyway. Sitting over here in a chair. Right there. So make sure I save here, just in case.
It's no secret that the college's reputation in Skyrim is tainted. Please don't tell me that another one of the apprentices has been incinerated. I have enough to deal with right now. Very well. I trust that you wouldn't be here were it not significant. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. Tolfdir normally looks after your little group, yes? Since he's apparently occupied, and I will need to see this discovery for myself, I think perhaps you should begin researching the subject. Speak with Urag in the Arcanium. See if he's aware of anything that matches your discovery. And good work. The next time you find yourself exploring Nordic ruins, perhaps this will be helpful.
There we go, boom. Started hitting the books.
Personally? No, not I. One of their number used to advise the Archmage when I was but an apprentice here. But that was a great many years ago, before all the members of the Order were called back to the Isle of Artaeum, and it disappeared entirely.
So you can go right down these stairs here down to the Arcanium. Urag's a hard ass. He won't even after you finish all the quests, you're not allowed to take anything out of this library.
You are now in the Arcanium, of which I am in charge. It might as well be my own little plane of oblivion. Disrupt my Arcanium, and I will have you torn apart by angry Atronachs. Now, do you require assistance? I know what you want. Word travels fast around here. Discovered some big mystery, huh? Well, you don't even need to ask. No, I don't have anything for you. Not anymore, anyway. I said not anymore. Orthorn stole a number of books when he ran off to Felglow Keep to join those summoners. Some kind of peace offering. I think one of those volumes may have had some relevant information. If you want them, you'll have to talk to Orthorn. Not enough to bother with. Archmage Aaron's approach to these things is just to let them sort themselves out. Although now it looks like you'll be doing the sorting. Good luck with that.
Great. Just great.
He was an apprentice here at the college. Not very skilled, but got involved with a group of mages who took a liking to him. When they left, he took off after them. Stole supplies and books from the college. I suppose as a way to ingratiate himself. Let's just call it a difference of opinion with the college. They were interested in research that goes outside the bounds of what the college allows, so they were persuaded to leave. As a matter of fact, there are. Have you ever heard of Shalador? Immensely powerful mage, back in the First Era. Had an understanding of magic few have ever matched. He holed himself up in Labyrinthian, and devoted all his time to research and study, but more than you would imagine possible. Since then, his writings have been scattered all over Skyrim, but are little use to anyone who can't translate them. I'm one of the few who can. I've heard whispers of more of his work having turned up. If you can track it down, it may prove useful to all of us. A mage is only as good as what he knows. I try to make sure as much knowledge is available as possible. We've been keeping this collection since the Second Era. Books have come and gone during that time, but it's mostly intact.